Welcome. I don't know if that's loud enough, but
It should be. Sorry
welcome.
about Rihanna in the background.
Welcome to another episode 6 of the Oddcast. We are at Bossa in Durbanville.
Good times.
Crazy times in the world, but hey, as long as you have us, right? So what up, guys?
What's up, everybody?
Everything is cool. The ODD is in the house.
You know what is that trying? Oh yeah, that's what I was saying. This guy tries to braai last night. Okay, I leave for how long was I gone for?
Probably half an hour.
Half an hour. But now I leave him and he's a bit.
Wait, where was he trying to bribe? Was this at like a house?
We had a house last night here in Durbanville, and then so I'm doing the braai because I mean if you don't bring meat and you want to eat,
You're just
you
burning
braai.
wood.
Oh, wait.
No, that's the thing. If you don't have
Meat.
or you didn't bring your own food, then you braai. Like, no, I got it, guys.
Yeah.
And then, like, obviously you eat at the braai or whatever.
Oh, wait.
So, I'm Brian. So now we have to go pick up this other girl. And so I'm like, you got this, right? And he's like, he's not even drunk. I leave, I come back like 20 minutes max later. So I immediately go to the braai.
Was there alcohol for him to drink though?
Yes, in the fridge. There was like just beers everywhere.
I've seen how Uriah packs away beers.
Then I get there and I just see his eyes are like droopy. I'm like, whoa, what's going on here? And I'm like, yo, let me check the meat. This one is completely black and like the chops are completely black underneath, but the top is like still raw.
You see, the problem was that we didn't have like a
Problem
lifter.
was that you didn't flip this stuff.
No. We had to fucking individually all this cuck.
That's
and there was a
the
lot
original
of shit.
way of Brian though.
Hey?
That's the original way of
No,
Brian.
that's fucking.
You know, you take the fork, you stick it in.
We actually had
Flip it
tongs, which was
over.
nice.
You can go in the tribes and what. But I mean, the girl vibe, that was my vibe, man. And the girl was broken, so I was checking, yes.
Wait, how was the
It
girl
wasn't-
broken?
Oh
It
no.
was broken.
You know that like
Yeah.
the handle grill, but
Yeah.
you wanted to use that, but you didn't have to use that.
But
Okay, obviously it's convenient
more
because you can just
convenient, you
flip. But I'm old school with the tongs.
Like each one gets its own individual heat though. You need to flip each one individually.
and that's the cuck thing because there's like 10,000.
That's the good thing. Otherwise, the end ones
Yeah.
are raw, and then the center ones are like overdone.
And that's where
Yeah.
I was like, I actually have this experience
Yeah.
because at home, when
I'm terrible at Brian.
when I'm making
I don't
for
know why.
like so many people, you get used to it and you get into each individual piece and.
Yeah.
You invest in it.
And then I look at this amateur, and he's like, glug, 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 drinking there. Oh, you hear? No, the meat's fine. And the sausage was complete. You should have seen the sausage. It was completely fucked. You know, it has its form, and you put it on the braai.
Oh, is it where it's broken into pieces?
No, you know, the skin has been opened up now.
Yeah.
Like, you know
Did you
where...
need to keep all that juice inside?
Yeah, I don't know where people got this idea of where you poke the sausage completely
Dude,
dry.
that juice is the best.
And no, I've seen guys and like, oh, make sure you poke it, bah, bah, and the sausage shrivels up like biltong.
And then you eat it and it's like drill balls.
Yeah. Snap.
When last did you guys have a porchicos?
Dude, that
What's
is
a
the
porchicos?
best thing ever.
Solid dude.
Remember,
Solid dude.
What is porchicos?
Darren, you're not getting married if you don't know porchicos.
I don't know what it is.
it's you know a pot. It's
Yeah.
like this.
You mean a poiki?
What the fuck is that?
That's the white people's way
No,
of
that's
saying it.
probably the real way you say it.
The poikis are the best.
You
Oh,
said
you're
pochi.
saying porchico.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's poiki.
That's
Different dialects for
No,
like different levels of
if
life.
you tell a dude, we're gonna make a poike.
They're like, I'm keen.
Nah, bruh.
Let me get the coals and I'll get the pot.
Someone wash the pot. There's some steel wool in the under the sink.
When
Next to the
porchicos
man.
are like, what is this porchicos? I thought you were talking about pub and like,
No, it's just layers of different types of food.
no, I
just
know what a
pot.
poiki is.
Yeah, I
man.
know,
Yeah.
but
So-
I was like reluctant against them because I always thought it was like a poor man meal.
Dude, it's amazing.
And then I had it when you have some of that that pot bread. Oh my goodness.
Look here.
Pot bread and poiki.
I've never
Look
had
here.
pot bread and porky.
Look
Dude,
here.
I think it's from Zimbabwe.
At the end of the day,
I'm gonna have to
what
look
these
that
food
up.
things are actually saying, it's a gathering vibe, man.
It's
You
a
know,
tribal kind
it's
of
a
thing.
tribal vibe. You know, we got a lot of individuals and what. Also, the way I would sit out, because I was like, why? If people were chilling in the house and the braai was, of course, outside.
Was this last night?
Yeah.
Yeah, so the vibe was the braai shouldn't be the only one.
Not drinking.
The braai should not be the only one who's enjoying the braai. Like it should be a gathering vibe, seats and your
People
braai
don't like
should
to
be.
stand by the braai because then you stink the whole night.
No, but
But that's
this
the
was cool
purpose
thing,
of a braai.
because we only use
Dude,
charcoal.
that's the purpose of a braai.
It's not the purpose.
I
of,
actually
the
hate
purpose of a
smelling
braai
like
is to
smoke.
cook food.
To be
Nah,
honest.
dude.
No one goes to a braai and is like, so let's smell like
let's
smoke
get that,
today.
let's get that smoke going.
Then you can
Where,
tell
what
someone
direction
who-
is the wind coming? I'm getting all that smoke.
You can tell people want to know, did you braai this weekend? Then you just open your mouth.
What the fuck?
What braais are you going to? Can you smell that pochicos on my breath?
No, but really, they're awesome. I love it. I actually want to like try to do one myself. 'Cause
Yeah, I know it's
we've
not
got
bad.
It's not something you just go do though. It's like
Yeah.
you need to invest so much time into
it's
it.
passed down from the grandpa.
Like a gathering vibe.
No, I mean like you have
Parents
to
are
let
there.
it cook.
Early in the morning.
Yeah, you start early in the morning.
You have to start early in the morning.
And then-
It's like a slow. It's
Yeah.
like a what do you call that? Like a slow cooker
Moderation vibe.
kind of a thing.
No, but it's some and I mean it's holiday, coming up holiday, so people, it's relevant, you know, like your gatherings and what. Like when we were at Newlands last week,
Yeah.
right, and we saw a Yellisa family, the Oma, all in the bakkies and Oma.
But we used to do
small
that
kids
when
and
we went to Vision Off.
all the. You know, it's a cool place also to chill when if you're a family person, right? A water park.
Are you talking about?
Something water park. It's a farm estate. People just come there with their families and
Is
stuff.
that- oh, no.
Water world or water park, something like that. And people just come for the day, you know.
At those like super tubes.
Yeah, they have a small little super
Do they
tube,
still have those ones
but
in
they got
Seaport?
a big ass pool.
Was it Seaport?
No, wait.
Wasn't it
Gordon's
there by
Bay.
Milnerton or something? Remember was it Milnerton? Yeah. That was awesome.
Yeah.
But like, you always ended up getting sick after you come out that water. It's like when we used to go to, Morningstar up the road here. Like, you always like end up with a ringworm or two, and you never go to the baby pool because it's like, why is it yellow?
Yeah.
And there's no children here.
Yeah.
It's like people are getting out of the big pool and they go pee in the
That's
baby
why
pool.
it's so warm.
They're having too much fun, man. They're too excited.
They're going to
time in
check
the
on their
pool.
children, but then they're like, come here, dear.
Yeah.
I remember one time, I think I spoke about it once on the podcast. Can't remember, where I jumped into the pool because all the other kids were doing it. And then as I went into the deep side, I realized I couldn't swim. It was just like everybody
How old
looked.
were you?
Yo, do you know Jared Quinn?
I don't know, dude.
Anyways, it was his birthday. He was turning 6.
Okay.
And so all these
How
people.
couldn't you swim at 6?
Dude, I never had a pool that time.
But don't, like, white people send their children to,
White
like,
people put their babies in the
Doggy-
water,
doggy
and the
paddle.
babies
3
are
years old, they're
swimming.
going for swimming lessons.
Doggy paddle.
And it's weird how the baby actually he knows how to swim. He knows how to move. I guess it's like putting a dog in the water as well.
Yeah.
But anyways,
Yeah.
but that's
also-
why
yeah.
I'm a self-proclaimed phenomenal swimmer.
Like-
You're quite a good swimmer now,
I was
won't lie.
also like
I really am because I
young.
practiced that.
Young, I was in a swimming club, and then what the coach used to do to not make us afraid of the water, just used to throw us in.
But I've
And
heard
then
was he German?
No.
They do that.
And then they just throw you in. So one of my.
What happens if you drown him?
Now that's the thing. One of my homies, he started to drown. So I went to go and save his life.
Why didn't the coach save his life?
He's like, no, he has to learn.
He has to die first before he can swim.
Yeah.
It's like, have you seen that thing they do in the army? They all, I think it's a pool, and every guy, right? They scrunch together in some pool. All the like, I think it's the new recruits.
Yeah.
And it's the survival of the fittest thing.
Yeah.
And what they do is, I think from the outside they have the sergeants, and they will put pressure on the circle from the outside and just start pushing all these guys into the circle.
Yeah.
And what happens is you start going underwater.
Yeah.
Because obviously the pressure is too much. So guys start climbing on top of each other, and they say people have died.
Fuck it.
That's so intense.
And and after a while you start battling each other, and like people are pulling each other
Why
under.
do they do this?
It's for like
military training.
it's military.
Military is, bruh, it's man.
There's even,
It's not man on it's not a man on man. I mean, wait, it's not solo men. Like military has to be like a group.
it is, but I don't know.
It's character building.
It
man.
kind of makes you like really tough because
Yeah.
you're at that point of death.
Yeah.
And the one guy, I was listening to this other podcast, and the one guy was saying like, one time he was a sergeant and someone attacked him. They were going under the water. They were, he was going under the water, and he said the guy tried to pull him under.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not dying, you're coming with me.
Yeah.
But it's rough though.
When I was like 4, I was swimming, and then I don't know who this girl was. I think she was a cousin or something.
One of these stories.
One of these stories. So then I was swimming, and she just climbed onto my shoulders and just started standing on me.
Thought you were surfboard.
I don't know what she was doing, dude, but she was on my shoulders, and like I couldn't breathe, but she wouldn't get off. And then someone had to jump in and save me. But I was like,
What?
I was
Crazy,
so
dude.
close to just drowning.
I know they do, like, I used to do it with my little cousins, like...
It's that thing where you stand
Yeah,
on
they're on the shoulders
and
and
you
then you
meant
push off.
to look. But like when
And then
you're
they
4 years
surf
old,
you. Yeah, I mean, yeah, there should have been some parental...
there was, you know, they were
supervision.
Brian, but then...
Probably everyone's drinking. The kids are fine.
Oh, they're just swimming under the water.
I like Darren's new technique.
Yeah.
Like, I think they call it the
Breathing.
floater, these kids. But, yeah.
The swimming vibes.
But, so that's what I was saying. And I got shouted at. Okay, so no, I told you I jumped in the pool at this party. So I was at the public pools. And so now you obviously see all
Which
these
ones? The ones in Cape
warning
Town?
stars.
Oh.
So I mean, it's basically like a hole in the ground. Actually, I'm talking nonsense. It's a nice pool.
Yeah.
They actually take care of it. And so now I'm seeing all these like older guys. You know, you always want to be a part of the older guys. And then so I start like swimming over to them, and I don't know what happened. Like I just get tired, and I'm going under, and I'm struggling, and I'm like my technique is obviously off. Lifeguard jumps in and he pulls me out, and he's just shouted at me. But like that taught me a lesson. Like, you know, it's baby steps. For lack of a better phrase.
You need to start off small before you can...
A crazy story.
Yeah.
We had a gala, you know. We had a gala at that Morningstar pool because the school we went to, it was, how can I say, they never had a pool, but the pools are around the corner from the school. So it's like a little excursion, we all walk, you know. And then this guy, he had like epilepsy, okay? And they like,
Yeah, that's the most
they just said, don't go into the baby pool. Not that anyone was going to drown there, they just didn't want anybody in there. And then at some point, he went in there. And I was walking past, and it's a gala. Me and a few people, like, we're just chilling there. And, like, I don't know, it was kind of like a collective look.
Yeah.
And this dude is floating in the baby pool. He had a foot in the pool.
Why did he go to the baby pool?
It's just being
Did
rebellious.
he die?
No, then it was the craziest thing I saw someone get resuscitated. But they pulled him out, right, the lifeguard, and his face was so swollen and blue. Like, if you've ever seen that one X-Men, I think it's the first one,
Away.
where that guy comes out to ocean,
Yeah.
Oh.
and he's so swollen like that. He looked like that. And I was just in shock, just standing there, staring. Because, I mean, you know this guy from, like, we used to even have, like, hockey games, and while we're playing, you know, epileptic fit. So it was like, we kind of knew it.
Yeah.
But then I saw this dude, and he's, like, he wasn't there.
So on another level.
And then the guy starts giving him CPR. No one can tell me that doesn't work. Because I saw it with my own
Who
eyes.
says CPR doesn't work?
I've seen some people like, oh, that's, you know, that's old ideology.
Who
or
are these
whatever.
people?
The only thing that people misinterpret about CPR is that when you pull someone out the pool, you have to put them on their right side first, then on their left side, and then do it. Because you empty the lungs that way, left and right.
Oh, right.
Because one guy, I know I'm fucking going all over, but it's...
This one guy.
No, this is a different person. He was drunk and he bumped his head at a party, and they pulled him out, but they only put him on his one side. So now he only has one lung.
Oh, fuck.
Because the other one completely failed. But anyways,
So
he
his
gave...
friends fucked him up.
No, they actually saved him because, they could have just...
He could have
They-
had no lungs.
Exactly, they
Look
just...
at it like that.
I don't know, they kind of just... Maybe they didn't even know
They
what they
probably
were doing.
panicked and they were like, oh shit. Maybe they didn't even mean to put him on his side. Maybe they just rolled
Oh
him.
yeah, so then he does CPR, bing, 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 and like the water, you should have seen it, goes in this guy's mouth while he's doing the CPR, and he's like, ugh, and he wakes up, dude, and he's in complete shock. And then there's teachers, you know, that's these gutless teachers. They don't want to take the blame for anything. So in class, when everybody was like, there was this one girl, she said, we must write letters to him because he's in the hospital now. And the teacher was like, no, we told him not to go into the baby pool.
Stupid stuff. Man.
Why weren't there or anyone allowed in the baby pool?
I think it's a control thing. Like, don't go in there, we're having the gala here.
Yeah.
Like, what happens if he drowned in the big pool?
I don't know.
Like, then what would have happened?
At the end of the day, he probably would have had a fit anyways. While doing the gala or there.
Maybe did he like intentionally go to the baby pool, or
Like-
maybe he fell into the baby pool?
No, that's another thing.
Yeah,
also.
that's also another
There's
thing.
so many, like, all I know is I saw a guy floating there and it was shocking, man.
That's intense. I've never seen a person that's drowned.
Like,
before.
bringing it up's making me feel weird as
Oh,
well.
when I always think about the swimming vibes, né? I always think of watching Mr. Bean on when he's at that pool.
Which one?
At
The movie or the series?
The series, yeah.
Oh.
So then he's on the ladder vibe, ready to, you know,
Diving board.
go the diving board, ready to dip in. And then he's like, shit nervous, and then he still loses his underwear.
I can't remember Mr. Bean episodes.
Yeah, no, I still
I
watch
haven't
it.
seen all of them.
I still watch it, dude.
People don't understand how good Rowan Atkinson
Yeah.
is.
Dude, he's an amazing
To
actor.
not have words, but
Yeah.
hold the screen like that.
Yeah.
Like, I think
Yeah.
I'm gonna go home and watch Mr. Bean.
I didn't
Yeah.
have anything against Mr. Bean. I used to watch it with my gran all the time.
It's the one show, but that's what I've said about the British drama.
Yeah,
in general.
British.
They are the best.
They are the best.
The thing is though, like,
Yeah.
they study it. Americans are like,
Like
I'm
me,
gonna waiter
yes.
while I go try and be an actor. But
Yeah.
like British people, they go study for like
Yeah.
years.
Yeah.
They don't just study acting, they study like English and they'll study
Yeah.
like psychology, and then they'll be like, now I'm gonna go do this.
Yeah.
Like Cambridge is, that's where most of the big British actors come from.
That's why I was so like. That's why I liked my college because it's a I don't know what you call it. Like Lambda is London Academy of Music and Dramatic Arts, right? But then they made CADA, which is Cape Academy of Dramatic Arts.
Is it the same?
So that's why all my examinations and everything was people from the UK
Oh, okay.
coming down here. So it was proper. It
Yeah.
wasn't like the one time there was this guy I did the exam for. This dude had so much accolades and stuff behind him. He had worked for the BBC for years. He's an old man as well. When I saw the list of stuff that he's involved in, I nearly didn't want to do the exam. Because I'm like,
Are the
this...
exams like you acting?
Yeah.
Remember
yeah.
that show I came to go watch, or went to watch? We all went. Me, you, Carl, your mom, Jody.
That was
Was that like an exam, or was that just
no,
like
that
a?
was like a show.
Oh,
Oh, fuck! I actually missed doing a play.
that was
A
cool.
play is real. It's so real, and like
It's not
the
like, can
cast-
we actually redo that part?
because look here, movies. That's for like the director and the people editing it and the producers and stuff. That's their film that they're making, and you kind of just their prop. That's why like they have these big stars, because you're just the attraction
Yeah.
for the fans.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
if you do a play, it's like you got the ensemble cast and everybody. You get to know the worst side of someone and the best side of someone. And then
Structure,
and at the
yeah,
end,
yeah.
when you do that final bow, it's a celebrate. It's probably one of the best feelings you could ever have in your life.
Yeah.
To be a part of something like that.
Yeah.
So
Have you guys seen those 360 videos yet?
360, no.
It's like you play a video on your phone, and wherever you point the phone, like the camera will move there. And they did one for the new Star Wars movie. So like they're on some spaceship or something, and like you look in on your phone, and if I'm pointing it forward, then it will show something. But then if I turn it, then I'll show it to my left. Like you've got like a 360 degree view.
I did that. I was at the waterfront, and they have this like Samsung tent thing. It's
Yeah.
massive.
Oh, with the visual.
Yeah, and they got the
virtual-
pods. Now it's basically a Samsung
Yeah.
attached to these goggles.
Yeah. Now it's that video.
And now you can look around, but except it's like you can't see anything else.
Yeah.
It's amazing. It
Yeah.
is. It's the future.
No, most definitely.
Dude, how like they've got it for the Star Wars movie now, but now how intense is it gonna be if film becomes like that? Like, like you'll be watching like
Always
a
reaching
movie,
new heights, yeah.
and then you can look where you want to look.
Exactly.
It's gonna be so.
And you know
intense.
what they'll do? They'll have like a little scene for everything.
Yes.
Like, so on your right, they'll have a small scene. It won't be the biggest thing, but maybe it'll be like a couple arguing.
Yeah.
And then you can look over.
Like it will add so much like rewatchability to a
But
movie.
this is what I told the other guy. I said, imagine they film you as one of the characters. So when you're watching the movie, you're like a silent character,
Oh.
and you're looking around and you're a part of it in the back of the car.
GTA 3.
Um,
What is his name? Like he never said anything. You know the main.
GTA. Tommy Vercetti.
Yes.
No. It was the other dude.
No.
It was
Did he
the
have a
other
name? I don't think he had a name.
dude. Wasn't. I'm not sure.
So you have an option to choose what you want to see.
Yeah.
Like, look here, when I
Yeah.
put, we'll go to the waterfront and put
Oh,
that
they
stuff
have
on,
it
dude.
at the moment.
It's like
You can
you're
even
sitting-
get it on
dude,
your
and
phone, dude.
The girls who work there are so hot.
Because
Yeah.
they need to promote
They
it.
are so hot. It's unbelievable.
Yeah, you can also see them in 3D.
Now look here, I put this thing on, right? And this pod is amazing, the seat. It's like,
Oh, does the seat move as well?
no, it's like this dome. You know
Oh,
the
yeah,
pod?
oh, yeah.
You sit in it.
A bubble
and it
vibe.
feels like you just isolated completely.
Yeah.
Then I'm talking to this girl about everything, blah blah. I'm saying, oh, this is so cool.
Yeah.
I take it off and she's not even standing there. I've just been talking to nobody. And people are looking at me like, what's this guy doing?
Yeah.
Ah, virtual reality. It's gonna
But the craziest thing is it's a phone.
I haven't experienced like virtual reality yet. I've just seen looking on the phone. Like you have to hold it in front of you.
The goggles are
crazy.
amazing. You're like, oh my goodness. I looked right and I didn't even know that guy was there.
Yeah.
And he,
Did
like,
you see the piano one?
No, I went on like this boat trip.
Oh.
with
Oh, yes, you told me,
With
and
these
then they went
5
underwater.
guys. That was
100%.
amazing.
100%. So if you're bored and you're in the waterfront mall, go check it out. Where is it close to?
It's there by, by that, I don't know what you call it, the podium.
Oh, it's there by the parking.
Yeah.
It's there by the Madame Zingara, I think. know if
I
it's
don't
still
even
there.
know where. Doesn't
By
that
the-
move around?
By the Aston Martin and stuff. That building. at
Yeah,
the end
yeah,
of-
yeah,
Oh,
'cause I was
see the
actually
grass
looking-
patch.
Those cars there are too sick as well.
Yeah, no, most definitely.
But anyways.
Most definitely.
But the waterfront is so nice. But the food market is amazing.
Yeah,
Red
there's
Hustle.
a new spot there.
There's this place. It's like they actually have a lot of vegan food, and I had like a vegan pizza, and it was so amazing. I was like, why does this taste like there's some sort of meat on here? And it's literally like these nuts that have been sliced thin with avo,
Yeah.
and the crust is like all these seeds, and it's made like a base. chow that.
I think we've spoken about it on the podcast, but like, why are vegans trying to make their food look like meat? It's so confusing. It's like, why am I buying sausage which looks like meat, but it's actually just soy?
I know what you mean. It's like you can be coming up with something completely different that's vegan. But now, I think maybe they're trying to get
Cater
people
to
to
more.
try it, you know, like, oh, but it's a pizza, you know?
Yeah.
But anyways, if you go there, you can sample everything.
Yeah.
You can get full just going around that food market. And they have these little jars of peanut butter, like real grinded up peanut butter, and it's like you got
Is it peanut butter or is it like the almond butter,
yeah, it's like
different nuts
they got
butter?
yeah, so it's like you got hazelnut and cashew, and they give you this looks like an ice cream stick.
Yeah.
You just dip it in like that, and you taste.
I've had the almond butter. I don't like the almond butter. It's very like bland.
Me and the guy, they actually had an argument. Because, not an argument, because I was
A
like,
debate.
yeah, a debate about is it almond or almond. So I said it's almond. That's how you like. You can Google that. People say I'm pretentious, but that's how you say it.
Isn't it almond?
No, it's like salmon. You don't say salmon. It's that same.
Oh, it's a silent.
It's a silent L.
But who says?
I just Googled it to make sure, and then when I told people, you know, it's actually I ended up being that guy.
Yeah.
You know, it's actually almond, and then they're like, "Oh, you're so pretentious." I was like, "No, I read up on it."
Sorry, I know English.
Yeah, no, but it's dope what,
I learned
what the board is
something.
doing.
No, it's like
It's dope.
it's like last night. I got offended because like
Oh,
the
that-
girl kept calling me white.
Well, you know, you do have that off ginger white, so maybe.
And I kept like looking at my skin, and you know, I was like, oh my word, I'm actually light. I could, you know, it was so weird. But it's because she was upset with me. Because how can, I mean, tell the people about this dude, he's 40,
40, yeah.
hanging out with 20-year-olds.
That's fucked up.
And then he
Who's
gets,
this?
this other dude, and then he gets upset because these girls aren't into him.
Yeah. I mean, how can you...
Wait, you need to add more context to the story. I don't know what.
No, he's gonna tell you.
Basically, this dude, he looks young.
Who is this dude? Is
Like,
this the
look, you
guy's
wouldn't have
house?
to.
It's at the party, right? It's at the party
Yeah.
vibe.
Was he at the party?
Yes, he was at the party.
Okay.
Right, so he brings the girls, right? Now, we, first of all...
Who is this 40-year-old bringing girls?
But he looks very young.
Yeah, he looks like us.
But his beard gives it away because it's great.
Yeah, so the first thing me and Mikey do, we just talk to the guys first and get comfortable. So the guys, like this dude would start small debates with us, man. Like
Wait, who were these people to you guys?
Okay, so I know the owner of the house for long,
Yeah.
grown up together, so
Yeah.
I was comfortable there.
Yeah.
It was a bride. You
Yeah.
know, basically, I just saw on Facebook he's having a bride. I didn't even contact him. I walked to his house.
Like a small little project,
I walked to his house, and he just opened the gate for me, not even
and he's like,
asking anything. He's
Yeah.
like,
What are you
oh,
doing here?"
no, just come straight in.
you
Then,
saw it on the Facebook, Awe.
oh yeah, it's on
Yeah.
Facebook, whatever. Then this
Yeah.
now you're meeting all these guys, and what happens when there's girls and guys? People like to alpha. So this guy, he just rips on everyone.
40-year-old.
Yeah, he just
Yeah.
rips on everyone.
He rips like there was a moment where he was just the first argument was with him and Mikey. Like he just
I wouldn't say
There's a
argument.
name for it, isn't it?
he just snapped the conversation. No, we're not talking about that. We're not talking about that. So everybody was on a mellow bus. But then afterwards, then this whole vibe got with the girls and him, and then
Basically,
he just made the vibe
basically
uncomfortable.
the backstory behind him getting upset is it's because it's this delusion. These guys think that if you spend a lot of money on a girl, she's automatically supposed to like have sex with you now. or
Friend
something.
zone.
You know, and
Yeah,
it's
you're in
like,
the fucking friend zone.
but the thing about most, okay,
And they were fucking
most
losing.
girls out there
Yeah.
go out like just to have a drink.
But
So if
what's-
you're gonna be providing it, then why not?
Wow, what's
Yeah.
that link I gave to you of that gold digger vibe?
Yeah, that was a good video.
Okay, this dude goes to two girls, and they weren't even hot. Anyway, he just tests this gold digger vibe. So he's like, hi, what's your name? Can I take you on a date? Very forward. Then he climbs in his Lambo.
No, before she's like, no.
Yeah, she's like, no, who the fuck is this now? Then he goes into his Lambo.
Yeah.
And then the girl automatically comes to his Lambo.
She comes running over.
And then he's like in his car and what?
She's like, is this your car?
Yeah. And then he's like, yeah, climb inside. But now he plays with it, then he drives a bit.
Every time she tries to open.
Yeah.
Oh, then he does
times,
it.
then he goes, and then he takes a picture, and this is what you're doing. No, I just want to show my friends how a gold digger looks like. I'm gonna fucking do that.
Oh, it's so,
I'm gonna fucking
what's
do
the
that.
video called?
The video.
So people can check it out.
It's a
Share it
gold
on the
digger.
Twitter.
It's a
Yo,
gold
share it
digger.
on Twitter.
It's known as gold diggers.
Follow us on
Dude,
Twitter.
if you type gold diggers into YouTube, you'll get millions of
This
results.
the gold digger with a Lambo on Google. Then you put a
We'll
reference.
share it on the
It's,
Twitter.
Yeah.
it's quite fun.
But continue with the story.
Oh yes,
Yeah.
no, but that was just
Who
my
was this
point.
old man?
Man,
He was friends.
Look you fool.
He was friends with
Look you dude.
the guy who owns
Yeah.
the house.
Oh,
Look you
So
fool.
he
was
just
it his dad's friend or?
no.
Look at the end of the day, those three girls got so pissed that they walked out in the rain.
Who, the girls from last night?
Yeah,
Yeah,
they
and-
walked in the rain.
Was it raining last night?
It was pouring.
Yeah, dude, and then we had to go looking for them. And,
And
we almost
we were all
rolled
wasted,
over.
and we were
We almost rolled over.
like literally.
What? Were
The
you
car.
looking for? Oh,
The car almost
you can't
rolled
say
over.
almost rolled over.
And
you
look,
say the
yeah.
car almost rolled.
Yeah.
So like he's driving, going around the bend,
All of a sudden.
and then obviously we just go completely onto the land.
It wasn't driving, was it? It was speeding.
That was
Speed
the
Because you know
fucking
the
hard.
alcohol's in there and it's
Yeah.
like, I
And
need
no,
to-
and everybody's got a glass of whiskey
Yeah.
in
In
their
the car.
hand.
Yeah.
Just busy drinking while driving. Like all signs of like
Project X.
accidents.
Project X.
And then we go completely off the road, like right in front of these girls.
Yeah.
Like they walking up to us, and they must have seen. Look at this car, fly across the road.
Yeah.
Oh, did you guys not see them and you went
No,
off
we
the-
knew.
We
Oh, we
knew,
saw them
like,
walking in the
I saw
distance.
3 people, yeah, and then we went to them.
And
Yeah.
these girls got so upset and stuff.
Yeah.
But I mean,
We
they were right to do it because this guy,
Yeah.
he's so insecure. He thinks that if he spends money, he's like, I've
Yeah.
bought these girls so many bottles and stuff.
What car was he driving, if I can ask?
He
He
never
didn't
had a
come with the car,
car.
he came with his friend's car.
He was like a passenger.
Oh,
Yeah. Man, at the end of the day, people like that is just a puss.
I've reached the stage in my life.
I have no
Patience.
fucking
Patience for it.
compromise. By that time, you should be owning clubs. I don't know
Look
what
here,
the fuck.
everybody's
man.
got their own
Everything
journey. I
is-
keep
yeah.
saying that.
But
a
I
guy
mean-
can be 60 and
but I
then he
mean-
only picks up.
Yeah. But then.
Some guy can be
Not
18
everyone
and
has
pick
the
up.
thing to have
Then
money.
it's not fun. Then it's not fun.
Why?
Like,
No, you don't know. What if he had fun while he wasn't being serious? And then he's like, you know what, let me get serious. And then he made money
oh,
at
he
60.
make then he made everybody's nightcap.
Mate, no, that guy is, he's got insecurities because he's the oldest guy there.
What does he do?
No, we don't know that shit.
I don't know, man.
You guys are talking to him, but you don't know what he does.
No, like,
He's just not that
just a
interesting.
random guy, man. Just a fucking
Look here,
random guy.
I distanced myself when he started ripping on me.
Yeah, yeah.
But he did give me a super good compliment. And I was like, yo, that's, for someone who's ripping on all these people, that's probably the best thing I could have ever heard.
Yeah.
Because he's like, you see, I look at you. You're not trying to show off here. You're just being yourself, smiling, talking to all these people. But you, what do you say? You underestimate yourself. You're more powerful than you think you are. And I was like, what? Wow, that, that made me
And then
feel.
you sucked his dick.
Yeah, something like that, yeah. So, no, dude, like at the end of the day, like for me, now that's arrogance, right? Right? You think you think you're the shit, no? But like confidence, like Mikey was a silent. You check what I mean, but he's confident.
Dude, I'm not trying to do anything.
Yeah.
I just,
Yeah.
not that I don't want to step on toes. It's like, why cause nonsense when
Yeah.
you don't even know the people?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Be yourself.
Yeah.
Don't like filter yourself for people.
Because now you made
You
like
don't have to
you
step
made a
on toes.
statement. Because every time if we see you and stuff, we're just gonna walk away. It's again this person that spoils people's vibes. You know, like and you don't want that, you know, you don't want that on your head. You know, I've been experiencing like in a rollover with a car. I was the driver.
Oh yeah, when you hit the car.
Yeah.
What happened?
Very. It was gravel road, man. And also, it was a girl. And
Was there alcohol involved?
When isn't there alcohol involved?
That was a camp vibe, so that was a whole lot of shit getting involved.
I know what happens at camps. People just buy
I'm not gonna go
too
into
much
great
alcohol.
detail. I'm not gonna go, but at the end of the day, this is what happened. There was also a girl and boy vibe, right? Argument and what, and the guy ended up fucking mooring this girl, man, like blood, like blue.
Wow, this is an
This is
intense.
mooring the girl.
And you guys were just
what
like
happened
chilling
was
there.
this was the girl's ex, and he came to come and hunt it down. 'Cause
How did he find you on a camping
Exactly.
vibe?
Nobody. The thing is, only one of our friends knew this girl, and this ex is like like a stalker, man, right? Like a stalker.
Yeah.
So he was given SMSs right through the whole day, and she didn't tell us about this SMSs. The SMSs was like, I can see you guys having a braai. Who's these guys? I know what happens at camps.
Wait, did he like hit her
He
in
was
front
spi-
of you guys?
He was spying. We didn't see the guy. We
Oh.
did not see the guy.
So where was she like
It's only
hit?
the night time when he came banging on the doors and he marched through and this was through the night into the
Yeah, but
morning.
where was everyone else? That's what I'm asking.
Look here, it was about 4 o'clock and everybody went to bed. Right? It was Friday.
Yeah.
Only Friday, the beginning of the camp. Yeah, you come 4 o'clock, you smash the girl. So I told my homie, look here, I want no part of this, let's fucking just drive. Got in my car, we gooied in the gravel road. Not used to fucking gravel road. It's still got my beginning my driver's license and what. Here we get to a ditch, bro. Here we get to a fucking ditch, right? And
Was the ditch on the road or on the side of the road?
No, it was on the road, bro. And there was an intersection.
Yeah.
And then after that, it's a whole fucking plantation vibe, right? So, yeah, we drive in, and then I pull hectic brakes, ne? And we start tipping, bro.
I'm trying to picture it in my mind. Yeah.
One flip, boom. Like your whole life, you just see your whole fucking life, dude.
I've experienced.
But
Not the flip,
but at the end of the day,
wow,
and
it's
then
a heavy thing.
after that experience, so my cousin said, "Are you going to drive again?" So I said, "Yes, of course I'm going to drive again. Why should I be fearful?" But you see, like for me, like even though that guy was driving reckless last night, I was like, okay, whatever must happen, must happen.
No, you
I don't
screamed.
like
You should
being
have
in
heard
the
how he
car.
screamed. I was like,
Yeah.
With
what
someone.
girl is in the car?
No, but the thing is, I will still go with you in the car to enjoy myself.
Dude, I can't drive with people anymore. It terrifies me.
Dude,
Yeah.
you
Even
know how
with
many-
my mom,
You know how
like,
many
I can't.
people I tell, like,
Yeah.
if you like, you look like you drive fast. I just tell them that. Then that's where the truth comes out.
you.
I know. I take those corners nicely, but
Yeah.
those straights.
Yeah.
I say I'm not gonna drive with
But
you.
I don't understand.
there's a time to drive
Look,
fast.
if you want to drive fast,
Is there time to drive fast,
Look,
though?
dude, at the end of the
In
day,
this incompetent
look,
world?
dude, at the end of the day, it's December holidays. A lot of accidents is going to
Yeah,
is
but
going to
people wanna,
happen.
like, drink-
And we could have we can save somebody who's listening to this podcast. The vibe is don't brag in front of your friends. And the number one thing is, like, your passengers are the number one people that you have to respect.
Yes.
If they don't like that vibe, don't fucking do it.
That's why I don't just get into cars with these people. You know, you don't know what insecurities they have that they have to
Oh, Darren told me-
micro dick syndrome or
Yeah.
something. Now they have to prove a point driving fast.
Darren, tell your experience of
I think
your
you-
Uber vibe. Like, that's the safest. If you want to go out,
Uber
fucking
Dude, Uber drivers are terrible.
okay, worse
Whoa.
than drunk people.
They're not worse than drunk
Okay.
people, but like they will turn when there's cars that are coming, and those cars have to stop. Otherwise, they're gonna hit them. Like, I've been in several Ubers where this happens,
But isn't this
and then you give them
directed
3
at
stars.
taxis? Because all sort of taxis do that.
Tax.
They will always try cut first.
I haven't used other
There's
taxis
them,
much,
this
so I
was,
can't
yeah.
really Stay
I
on there.
mean, like, okay, we
local
take the,
vibe.
like, these, what do you call those?
Oh, you're talking about those taxis?
Yeah, but
I've taken that. And
That's fucked up,
Uber drivers are like those taxis. Like they'll just turn because they think those people need to stop.
Yeah.
I need to get into this lane.
You know the thing about taking a taxi is when you driving on the road in your own car and a taxi driver does something, then it's like, fuck you. But when you in the taxi, you want them to do that.
You want them to do
Because
that,
these, you're like, yo,
Wanna
this
just
guy's
get to your
going
spot.
through, you know, and they're so big that you kind of feel protected in there.
You know what will
For
be?
people who don't know what I'm talking
Yeah.
about, I don't know what the exact name is.
Combi,
It's like a quantum taxi.
Yeah.
Quantum Toyota. Just
Yeah,
call it that.
those
That's
like
a van.
Yeah, a van kind
The
of thing.
van
So you
vibe,
kind of
yeah.
feel protected.
Yeah. And at the end of the day, they're all gangsters.
Did I ever
running the
did I ever
business.
talk about the did I ever talk about that time when I was going to Stellenbosch and then
But you
that
see,
crazy
you guys
thing
have made
happened.
long taxi drives.
Bruh,
Okay,
we
let me
like
just-
abused
Minibus.
if I didn't it's a minibus.
Yeah, it's a minibus.
So we got Google in the airwaves. So it was after college a Friday, I was going home and I was like, this feels like a good day to go to my friend Goonie.
Oh, wait.
But
Shout
did
out
you take a minibus from?
Belleville Station.
Oh, I thought you said meant from Woodstock.
No way.
Stellenbosch. I was like, yo, that's
Okay,
a long drive.
that's far. It'll probably cost you. Well, actually, it won't even be that expensive. But so I was like, let me go to my friend.
Oh, yeah.
He'll be amped for me to come over.
Yeah.
So I'm like, this, because the day just feels so good.
Yeah.
So I walk, and I know where the Stellenbosch taxi is, so I go straight there. And then, as I get there, it's so perfect. They need one more passenger. And the thing about taking that taxi is
Like
that
he is always the fucking one they're looking for. Like,
and
really.
even remember last time,
Yeah.
I was the last guy who came there. Even though I
Like
took,
fucking waiting. I got one more friend coming.
and then no one else comes but me. But anyways, back to the story. So I'm like, how perfect is that? I can go sit down in this taxi and I'm there, because what happens is when you take a Stellenbosch taxi, you have to wait at least an hour because who's going there?
Why didn't you take train though?
It's simple, man. You walk up there,
Train
they
is
take
more
you,
longer,
they
man.
take you where you want to go.
I would honestly have a longer ride and feel safe.
Yeah, I know. So then, as I get to there, the guy's like, one more, Mfwetu. So
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, cool. But as I'm about to sit in, this one lady and the driver are barking at each other. They
Drama
just,
queen.
they just going, and the driver, when he used the muscle in the voice.
Yeah.
And I was like, I just get this feeling in my gut, like, you know what?
And-
I'm having such a good day.
Yeah.
I don't want to be a part of this.
Yeah.
I will literally wait an hour in the empty taxi.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to be a part of this
Yeah.
bad vibes,
Yeah.
I'm having a good day.
Yeah.
I don't want to be like, let these parasites get
Yeah.
into my consciousness. So I just go sit there and I obviously wait like an hour and a half or something.
Yeah.
So we're driving now and I'm like, okay, cool, I'm on my way now, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Driving to Stellenbosch. But now, as we're going on this long road, all these cars coming past us, they keep flashing. I'm like, what does that even mean? I don't drive.
It's like a warning.
Yeah, so they're just flashing. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
Then the next thing, all the cars have to take this detour, okay, on this dirt road.
Oh, accident vibes.
So now we're going down there, and then there's so much commotion at the road there. And so I'm like, everybody's trying to look, I'm like, what's going on here? Then we finally get to a point where you can see. And that taxi that I skipped was flipped and smashed. Everybody's dead.
Oh, you cut.
I promise you,
serious?
everybody's dead. No one can.
Super intense.
No one can survive that. And it was crushed. I don't even know how that
Like
would
a
happen.
fucking can.
And I was like, oh my goodness.
Yeah.
My gut feeling told me don't get in that taxi.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
What happened to it? Did it just roll?
I don't know.
a
Look
bit-
here, they
yeah.
said that the people I was in the taxi with,
Yeah.
they were talking about that driver. They said he goes ridiculously too fast. And especially he'll argue with people
Yeah.
and he'll take it out on
On the
the wheel,
Yeah.
or, and,
That's stupid.
and they were all dead, dude.
Yeah.
It was very intense.
Yeah. No, that guy is going to hell.
Where's hell?
Oh,
Can you
where?
show it to me on a map?
Google it. look at the end of the day, they will probably just fight it over 1 rand. The woman said she needs 1 rand change.
Yeah, but 1 rand isn't worth.
Bro, like
How many people they put
worth
in
the
there?
death, yeah.
I actually got a bit. I felt weird telling that story now.
Yeah,
Because it is
Don't
one of those
cry.
things.
Don't cry.
Things happen for a reason, man. You know what I mean?
Exactly, it's all learning curves.
Like, look here. Can I off the topic? What I want to
Dude,
read?
I want to get off that topic. 'Cause I feel.
Look here.
Quite emotional.
I was reading something interesting this week on Earl Nightingale. Just a small paragraph I'm gonna read, and you guys can debate on it or what. Okay, it's called the strangest secret, right?
In the world.
Just explain who Earl Nightingale is if people don't know.
He's a motivational speaker. He done some radio shows, and then he opened also like his own insurance company.
I think back then it's
And-
called like an audio book or something.
Yeah, and then
Back then. What do you mean back
yeah,
then?
when it,
We still
in
have
the
audio.
mid 1900s when the radio just came out, man, he was now.
Wait, how old is he?
He's dead
He's
now.
dead. Probably. He died when we were born.
Oh, is he that
1989. And then he always like encouraged his workers and what, and they said, look at dude, you have to voice your vibe. So one of his great motivational talks goes like this. This is a small piece. This is a small piece. So he says, do you know what will happen to 100 individuals who start even at the age of 25 and who believe they will be successful? By the age of 65, only 5 out of 100 will make the grade. Why do so many fail? What happened to the sparkle that was there when they were 25? What became of their dreams, their hopes, their plans, and why is there such a large disparity between what these people intended to do and what they actually accomplished? That is the strangest secret. And then he goes on and on. But basically,
Dedication, dude. That's. You should know this. It's dedication.
yeah.
And no,
People get distracted.
it's conformity.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
promise you. Conformity
Yeah.
has killed more dreams
Yeah.
than
Exactly.
Yeah.
anything.
Yeah.
Because what happens? You have these dreams, okay?
Yeah, yeah.
And you pressing ahead
Yeah.
and you trying to do them. But then after a while, when things are like taking its time,
Yeah.
your friends like
Yeah.
maybe they start getting jobs wherever.
Yeah,
Or
yeah.
they start like having children and then.
All this
or whatever.
stuff.
So
Other shit.
even if it's normal jobs, like if your friends start, like your group of friends
Yeah.
from high school, one starts working at the bank, one starts working at a call center,
Boom, boom.
wherever.
But you can't blame it on jobs, though.
It's
no,
that
no.
conformity of, I want what my friends have, so let me just go get the job instead of focusing on your dream.
Yeah.
And actually suffering through those times without
and,
money.
and the I feel that a lot
Not
of
to get all lectury,
I,
but you know.
I feel a lot of youngsters have a lot of energy, like in their 20s, man. That energy of confusion and depression, stress, and what. At the end of the day, it's all energy. And where are you using it to? You're
think
caught in a trap. Like what I've done, like put it into a book. You know, where I'm asking myself questions and stuff, and I actually use that energy for a productive vibe, man. Because once it just gets your pace just goes down and down and down, man.
It's Tupac. There's this video of Tupac.
Yeah.
And he talks about it. And he says it so brilliantly. He's like, you must do things when you're in your 20s. Because
Yeah.
that's when you want to work
Look here,
out.
how
That's
old
when you
was-
want to take over the world. But as you get older
Yeah.
and older, you start losing
You
that.
become your own biggest
Critic.
critic, you know what I mean? Like the thing is, Tupac died when he was 26, people still talking about him. Biggie died when he was 24, people are still fucking talking about him. You see how much fucking impact that is, bro. You know what I mean?
They are like,
Way ahead of their time.
even people who don't know
Way
hip hop,
ahead.
No,
they
those
know
two names.
Tupac and Biggie.
Yeah. You know what I mean?
But weren't they like kind of the founders of hip hop?
Yeah, like
Not the
commercial
founders,
vibes,
but
commercial
Yeah, the
vibes. They
commercial.
brought it to
I don't
Yeah.
know. I think my personal opinion, I think they worked the media better than anybody else had done it before.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Before the internet, they kind of
The East and
had
the
such
West
a
Coast
big following.
vibes.
You know,
This was
I mean,
before
obviously you had
Twitter
like
and Facebook.
NWA and stuff. Who, if you've seen Compton,
Yeah,
but I mean,
yeah.
I've actually seen a documentary
Yeah.
where, like, they had the whole, fighting against the police and
Yeah,
because,
this whole crew.
Wait,
know,
what's the
parental-
NWA?
niggas with attitude.
Oh, okay.
NWA.
White
you wanted,
skin.
You wanted to say it, Darren?
No whites allowed.
Nothing like that. But, yeah, it's niggas with attitude and
Yeah.
people. Because what happens, it's actually, they talk about it in neurolinguistic programming, where if you swear, it captures attention quicker. Like I was explaining to someone, if you were on a bus, like say you were selling ice creams or something on a bus,
Yeah.
and people would be doing their own thing on their phones, like, whatever. But if you were on the bus and you said, this is fucking good ice cream, everybody would look up and look at you. And there would be, I think it's like 2 minutes extra of attention that you're grabbing. So what
Like it would be good and bad attention.
Yeah, but it's attention.
Attention.
So it's relative to each other, so it's actually all good, depending on yourself. But anyways, so now, that's what Tupac then were doing.
Yeah, yeah.
NWA, I mean.
Yeah.
Their lyrics were so harsh that the white people, I guess, their kids were starting to like
this vibe,
because I mean it's
The
obviously this
culture,
language and it's
this
like
culture,
wow, shot this dude, and so that's what brought up the even parental advisory on CD
Oh, is that
covers.
when it was?
Yeah.
Now you had to have that, and they went to court and they were against the police.
Is this all?
Actually, Compton, it's a very good movie. But it's very like GTA based. Have you seen it?
I haven't
Watch
seen
it, dude. It's like
I'll go
San Andreas. But San Andreas is actually
Based
their
off
story.
that. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I wish there was a remake of San Andreas. Like on...
Didn't we all hope that's what GTA 5 was gonna be?
Yeah, but... To me, GTA 5 just wasn't enough.
I didn't like it. As a
Dude,
PC
how
user,
dare you, Darren?
As a PC user, I waited a long time for it.
Yeah, but you started playing it when like you were thinking about the next game coming out. Like when GTA 5 came out, it was amazing. You could fly the planes, you could get the license.
There was a lot of stuff to do, but the story just wasn't enjoyable.
Don't you think it's kind of like
I felt
because
like
you've
they-
been desensitized to all the GTAs that?
No, I think they focused too much on the online. That was the problem.
Oh yeah.
Like the story wasn't good. It was terrible. Did you play it?
No, I'm not a gamer. Because like I told Mike, if I play games, I'm addicted, man.
What's
You
wrong
know,
with
you know what?
moderation?
Fuck, I can't
This
do
side point about games. In Fallout 4, that how they make the faces
Yeah.
is disgusting.
Have you seen some of the Fallout 4 things?
Dude, because I watched
I saw
that
they
review
made
thing. John Cena.
Heisenberg, the John Cena one
John
was
Cena
amazing.
looked. I couldn't believe it.
I thought they just photoshopped the image.
I could not believe that they could make a face that real. And Heisenberg, oh my goodness.
And the Beavis and Butthead one is.
It's actually all of them. Go check it out.
We'll find.
We'll put the link
yeah.
up. But wow, Fallout 4 is amazing.
So nice.
I really want to play it, but on like
I'm
PS4,
actually buying it
though.
today.
What?
Top
Fuck
dogs,
you,
eh?
man.
Top
It's gonna be
dogs.
good times.
No, we actually should do a game night. I would rather like go to a friend, who has like a game station or what, because I know myself. I know as a teenager, fucking.
But remember, you used to
Tekken
be the
3.
guy that had the PlayStation.
Yeah, Tekken
You the
3.
guy who had Tekken and
Tekken.
the World Cup
Tekken
game.
is the best fighter. Let's
Yeah.
just put
Are
that
you
out there.
nuts?
Tekken is
The best fighting
Don't even
game
say Street
ever is
Fighter.
UFC 3 Undisputed.
But of the,
Rest in
the
peace.
arcadey games,
Oh, arcade. No, then I would say.
look
Tekken
like
Tag.
those Street Fighter.
Yo, when Tekken Tag came out, it was another dimension, eh?
Dude, that was amazing. You got to
Yeah.
tag.
Yeah. Like if you see your guys to win.
Okay,
with
if
all of your
we're
guys.
looking at platforms, if we're looking at like Nintendo, I think SNES is Nintendo, eh?
Possibly.
Super Nintendo. something. I don't know.
I just remember that emulator.
Yeah, but because we had the emulator. But Hyperdimension was also Dragon Ball Z game was amazing.
Did you guys used to play with the Tamagotchi?
I
wouldn't
always
even lie.
dreamed to get
I had
one.
one on my phone a year ago, but then I got
There's
over
no
it.
shame in that. I wasn't allowed to get it because it was evil.
Yeah.
Oh, is that what your mom said?
That's what.
I saw that new
That's what
McDonald's
the
ad and they've
people
got the
say.
Tamagotchi. I thought it came with the meal. Haven't you seen it yet? I think it's
also-
McDonald's or KFC.
Isn't it weird how
It doesn't come with the meal.
you were
I thought it
allowed
did.
like I was allowed to get like this other version that wasn't called Tamagotchi, but Tamagotchi is just like an Asian word, isn't it?
Yeah.
And that people probably considered okay.
Dude,
maybe
how many
it probably
Asian
meant
things
like
were
demon or
considered
something.
Evil.
Yeah.
Pokemon,
All
Dragon
these
Ball Z,
animation vibes.
Digimon.
Like I won't lie, the Asian, their perspective is very wide.
Yeah.
So
You
in
don't
their
know what-
cartoons,
yeah.
they've got like the cross dressers and the transsexuals and
Yeah.
the jock, and they've got every single character in life. That's why I like anime so much, dude.
Yeah.
Because it's the raw form of life. Like One Punch Man at the moment.
Yeah.
What an amazing show.
So original.
And you know, it's so simple. Like he's just a simple guy.
I like how they play on all the other animes though. Like they're basically making fun of all the other animes.
I don't know if
Animation
I've
is
looked
cool,
that
man.
deep into it yet. I'm just so impressed.
Animation is cool. It's like
No, but
if you're bored or what, just watch like something on YouTube, something check like an animation anime.
things for YouTube, it's like podcasts. That's I
The
love watching podcasts.
Avatar
on
is
YouTube.
quite good with those powers and shit.
Oh, you mean that
You know,
Avatar?
the
when,
real
when,
one.
when
I
I
thought you
was
meant
young,
James Cameron. I was
when,
about to leave.
when I was young, I mean, I thought I had superpowers, man. Like I was the conversator with the animals, man. Having conversation with animals.
Mowgli.
Like
Too
I
much
would,
Dr.
I would
Dolittle.
feel like if I done this with my hand, like birds would just come.
But that's the amazing thing about being a child.
And
Yeah,
the
you see what I mean?
imagination.
Imagination,
It's an amazing
dude.
thing.
Imagination. Dude.
I remember I used to, because I watched a bit of Pokemon, but I wasn't allowed to watch these things. But,
Yeah, yeah.
So you kind of just like sneak it in. And I remember like I played this game in the yard where I
Yeah.
had this stick, and this stick, like all the enemies had this stick, their own stick, but I was the only one. It's weird because I had like earth, wind, fire, and water. I had all the powers
Yeah.
in my stick. But I think I just got that from like looking at Bulbasaur and Blastoise and Charmander.
Yeah.
You know,
All the elements.
because they're all the elements.
Yeah.
So I got it from there, and I had this stick, and I used to be like in the yard. So now, especially when there's a strong wind, then you go, and you're like, oh my word, the wind is blowing. You run outside, and it's like when I'm fighting the enemy, it's like I'm throwing out this tornado, and the wind takes it. It was amazing. I used to
You
play
know,
crazy
It
games.
was a fucking funny thing. Some people still know me. This of my primary school. Like this was grade 4.
Maybe you shouldn't cover your mouth when you're talking.
This was grade 4. And then we, you know, your oddles and shit. The oddles were always the most funniest comedy vibes for me. So I don't know what the topic was, but anyway, I told the class, like I see aliens, man. And then I still told my friend just to be like a person who like agrees with me, man. You know.
Oh, so you didn't look crazy.
Yeah. So I just said I don't know what to do. So then
Like
it was,
if one person does something, they're considered crazy.
Yeah.
But if it's two people,
Yeah.
then it's like,
Then
it's fine.
it's
Like,
cool, dude. These
They're on
guys-
drugs.
Yeah. So this was grade 4
Maybe
vibe.
like 5 people.
This was grade 4 vibe, and I showed them pictures of aliens. I was really into aliens.
wasn't everyone though?
And then I said, yeah, you can ask the dude. We walked and we saw like a
UFO.
I wonder what the fucking teacher thought of me, eh? But anyway, that was great moments. That was fucking great moments. Like how they will split you in groups in the classroom. Like you have the naughty group, the naughty boys. Like I'm talking about the how the teacher will set you up, man. you're always in front of the teachers who keep an eye on you and what. But actually, where the shit is getting down is at the back, in the corner vibes.
That end zone where everything is just.
That's
rough.
actually the hectic vibes.
But
I actually, for some reason, miss detention vibes.
Detention was the
It's
worst.
all the like-minded people. I hated that. What do you call it?
Write the same thing like 100 times. For what?
It's just to keep you busy so
Repetition.
that you don't
Do not
talk to the other guys.
Do not.
What's it now? But speaking about orals, right?
Yeah.
This is also a crazy story. Now, the one day after, or at break time, I smoked, man. Okay, smoked a bit of heifer.
Burj Khalifa.
You know, I burnt one, and some idiot, they finished the eye drops, and then. So now I remember we were doing an oral or something.
Yeah.
Like everybody's doing an oral.
And you had no shades.
Dude, you can't wear shades in class. Then, dude, you don't understand. This was
What grade was this?
This is Mr.
Matric.
Pilkington's class.
Yeah, Mr.
Grade-
Pilkington is a legend.
Grade 9 or 10.
Grade 9.
Yeah.
Grade 9 or. When did
I left in grade 10.
when did those other chicks come to our, Tesley and those girls? What year
that
was that? 10.
10 or 9. It was.
So it was one of those. And so my eyes, dude, were bloodshot red in class. And this girl turns around and she's like, normally Clayton would sit next to me, but he wasn't there that day. You know, so I couldn't
Yeah.
you couldn't feed off each other.
Yeah, like.
So in the
You're
class,
only the mad guy.
I look around and you look at the people who smoked with you. And we can't look at each other because we're laughing. And you kind of you peek and you're, oh. So now this girl, she's facing my way
Yeah.
to the back of the
The girl
class.
that smoked with you.
No, she's just sitting there. And she says out loud, Mikey, why is your eye so red? And I'm like, shh, shut up. Don't say that out loud.
So what was the oral about?
No, so I don't know what it was. But this is the messed up thing. The principal, Miss Joan, comes walking in. And she's gonna be sitting in on the orals.
Are you fucking serious?
So I'm like, cool, this isn't a complete loss because maybe they start on that side of the class. And I was at the second desk, right in the front on the right-hand side. They start on my side.
Oh my puss.
My eyes
So
are...
you were the first person.
No, I would have been the third person.
Yeah.
And I was so scared because she's standing there, and I know that lady, dude. She can see if you hide.
Yeah.
Especially if I have to do an oral.
She was tiny, but she was terrifying.
Yeah, dude.
And so then I was like, I'm panicking and I'm sweating and I'm like, they're gonna catch me. This girl does the oral, then the girl next to her does the oral. But while she's doing it, I put my head down.
Oh fuck.
And I put my forehead on my arms, and I'm just looking down, and I'm like, I can't believe this. I'm gonna get caught. And I promise you, I don't know what happened. There was some weird time lapse or something, and when I was scared to look up, and when I finally looked up, they were behind me already. Other people were doing orals. They somehow went past me.
Wasn't it because your head was down?
Yeah,
Maybe,
they
but
probably-
the principal's there, dude.
Yeah.
She can easily tell you, hey.
Yeah, you stand
And
up.
it was the most luckiest thing that ever happened to me. And I was like, I couldn't believe it.
I would say the
But I was
minivan
at school
incident
now.
was the luckiest thing.
I was Boston now.
Boston is a completely different school. It's
Yeah.
not the same. Other people from
It looks like a
Durbanville.
prison now.
But
Is there a lot of upgrades?
Dude, they've got a fence that makes it look
Cuss.
so intense.
they've got those water coolers in the passages, hot and cold water. So as you're walking, you can just pour yourself water.
Are we? Keep the kids healthy.
Keep the kids out of the toilets.
It was intense when we were there, dude.
But when we were there, it was that time period of that school it's like a lost period. Only the people who went there would have known that
So it
school.
was a fun time.
I mean, we could smoke cigarettes from grade 9. You know what's
Still
great?
selling cigarettes in
Used to
blue.
sell cigarettes. I mean, that's just Boston, yeah. We should, like I was saying, we should do a Boston podcast.
Ah, we-
Get like 2 other guys, Tim and Clayton. We just start talking.
I think
stories.
some
about the
guy.
good time.
I think some guys we're gonna have to
Yo, you know,
interview in the rehab.
What do you?
But now they should be in the rehab.
Actually, we should get Chandler on.
Let's not mention names
Oh,
about the
the
rehab.
last fucking time I saw that cat.
Chandler's great. Yeah, he's crazy, but he's a cool guy. So anyways, that was a good chat, guys.
Yeah,
What in the
100%.
rehab then, though? Who's in the rehab?
All of them.
I don't know. I
Only
don't.
me
That's
and Mikey, that's normal, and yourself.
nah, man. Shout out Tim and Clayton,
Now we stay away from drugs.
or not.
The ODD. That's not a drug. It's our name.
Anyways, that was the Oddcast from Bossa, Durbanville, Darren, Mikey, Uriah,
GWD. Good.
episode 6. Man, that felt good.
Yeah, no. Top things, dude. Top things.
Good episode.